Okay guys, not overstating this in any way, this may be the best, most brutally realistic war movie since Saving Private Ryan. Hacksaw Ridge. So Hacksaw Ridge sees the return of Mel Gibson in the director's chair and stars Andrew Garfield, Teresa Palmer, Hugo Weaving, Sam Worthington, Luke Bracey and Vince Vaughn. This movie is based on the real life events of Desmond Doss, played by Andrew Garfield, who as a very religious man doesn't believe in taking life but still wants to serve his country in the war, and so he signs on to be a medic to basically save life rather than take it. However, when joining the army and he says that he doesn't want to touch a gun, he's basically looked on as a coward, which then starts his long struggle of believing that he can serve his country by saving lives rather than taking it, and in doing so we get a very powerful story about one of the bravest men in the war. And don't get me wrong, anyone who was fighting in the war is one of the bravest men in the world, but this guy is incredible. His story is heartbreaking, and from start to finish I was enthralled. I absolutely loved this movie. Again, this movie came out in the US in 2016 and I heard a lot of buzz around it. One, that Andrew Garfield might be up for an Oscar nomination for his role in this movie, which I can definitely see because this guy is absolutely phenomenal in this movie. He gives one of the best performances I've ever seen him give, and yes, I do believe this performance is better than the performance he gave in Silence. He brought such heart and such passion to this character that I heard, don't quote me on this, but I heard the son of the real life Desmond Doss was watching the screening and was brought to tears by Andrew Garfield's honest performance. And if that story is genuinely true, which I really hope it is, then that proves that Andrew Garfield gave a heartfelt tribute to this real life war hero. I don't want to say too much about him or what he did because I want you to go into this movie knowing virtually nothing other than what the trailer showed you, that this guy went into war, saved lives rather than taking it without firing a single bullet. And I want you to have the same experience that I had in this movie because I loved every single minute of it. Not once did the pacing slow down or drop. I was continually enthralled by either the characters or the stunning action sequences that were going on. And I do mean stunning because Mel Gibson knows how to shoot these war scenes in such a brutally honest way. It's actually quite horrifying. Considering this is based on true events, Mel Gibson really got that gritty, brutal realism down in every shot he did. And it breaks your heart seeing everything that you see on screen unfold, knowing that it happened in real life. But not only did he do an incredible job with the action sequences, he also did an incredible job with the character-driven scenes. Particularly with Desmond and Dorothy's relationship, Dorothy played by Teresa Palmer. Not only did Andrew Garfield and Teresa Palmer have great chemistry on screen, they managed to make us believe that this was a real relationship, and I know in the true story that obviously this was their real life, this did actually happen to them, but seeing that transition from a real life event to screen, it can go wrong sometimes, but these guys did it so well that it felt so heartfelt, it felt so real. Again, it felt like a tribute to the real life people in this film. The rest of the cast all do a fantastic job. Vince Vaughn is absolutely amazing in this movie. He returns to drama movies like he has done in the past. So a lot of people know that he did start off in more serious movies before branching out into comedy, so it is good seeing him back in a serious role and showing us that he can still do this, that he still has the talent to pull off serious parts. He really impressed me in this movie. As did Hugo Weaving, who is the father to Desmond Doss. He's a very damaged character and I really do feel like Hugo Weaving got that down. He gives one of the best performances I've seen him give since V for Vendetta. And not only that, but Mel Gibson also pulled fantastic performances from Sam Worthington, who, although I don't think he's as bad an actor as everyone says he is, I do feel like he's the same in everything and his delivery is quite dry a lot of the time. In this movie he really showed that he does have acting talent and I'm excited to see him do more things after this. I want to see him in more movies because of his role in this movie, as long as he can perform as good in his other movies as he did in this movie. And he also pulled out a fantastic performance from Luke Bracey, and he's never really impressed me. I've never really thought of him as a very good actor, but in this movie, man, he was incredible. He gave such a great performance and I actually enjoyed watching him on screen. Overall though guys, this movie definitely deserves all the hype that it is getting. It's absolutely phenomenal. The entire cast all do an incredible job. Mel Gibson's still proving that he can direct and act in a phenomenal way. Although he didn't act in this movie, I saw him in Bloodfather, in which he was a badass. And yeah, I can't wait until the next Mel Gibson movie. What this guy does so well in his films is he captures the realism in every single shot he does, especially with this film. He got everything right in this movie. The cinematography was beautiful and I believe everyone involved in this project definitely paid a heartfelt tribute to the war heroes who this film is based on. And so for all of that, I'm going to give Hacksaw Ridge 5 stars. So, Hacksaw Ridge, have you guys seen it yet? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you all in the next video.